From sunrise to sunset, recycling is more than a job. It's a way of life. Early mornings, late nights, hard work that turns the old into something new. Recyclers power the economy, and ReMatter is built to power you. Making those long days easier with smarter tools like scale ticketing, payments, dispatch, and everything in between. We bring it all together so you can focus on what matters most, growing your business and serving your community. Driven by the spirit of recyclers everywhere. ReMatter. Built for recycling. Built for you.
Please welcome to the stage the chair of the Recycled Materials Association, Colin.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Andy, for your participation this morning and very important messages. Welcome to San Diego. How about a big round of applause? It's an incredible sight to see so many leaders gathered here for ReMA 2025, our first convention under that name. I may be standing alone on this stage, but it takes all of us to move the needle. I'm going to ask if you serve on a chapter board, a national board, or a national committee, would you please stand? How about a big round of applause? I want to thank each of you for your service, your leadership, and your commitment to building the future of this industry. It's an honor for me to stand here as the chairman of the Recycled Materials Association and to open our convention this morning.
1 year ago, we celebrated our history and started a new chapter. We are now the Recycled Materials Association. Our name, ReMA, tells the world who we are and issues a call to action. This year, we've launched an ambitious campaign in Washington, D.C. America is made with recycled materials. We're connecting with America's leaders and policymakers through paid social media, website ads, newsletter sponsorships, city buses, rideshare fleets, billboards at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport, and across D.C. And because ReMA will always be led by our 1,700 member companies, we launched a project to tell your stories. By amplifying ReMA's voice in Washington, the story of our industry reaches your communities, the nation, and stakeholders around the world. We strengthen the supply chain and our infrastructure. We grow the American economy. We make everyday life better. America is made with recycled materials.
Now let's be clear. This name change wasn't just cosmetic. It wasn't just a new logo. It's been a game changer. Our new name, the Recycled Materials Association, has already opened more doors, built new relationships, and strengthened our voice where it matters most. Because of this rebranding, because we've stepped into who we truly are, we're now working more closely with federal agencies like the Department of Energy, Environmental Protection Agency, and the Department of Commerce. We're no longer just reacting to regulation, we're helping shape it. And we're being recognized for it. Our rebranding itself from ISRI to ReMA earned a 2025 American Advertising Award from the American Advertising Federation. That's not just about good design. That's proof that the message is breaking through. In ReMA President Robin Weiner, who is incredibly gifted employee and part of this, received the Global Recycling Foundation's inaugural award for recycling leadership. A powerful recognition from our peers around the world. Our President of Membership, Brianna Giante, was named 2025 Association Trailblazer at the Salute to Association Excellence. That's national recognition for the impact we're having, not just in the recycling space, but in the broader association world. We're not just saying we're evolving, others are seeing it. But when needed, we will not back down. On July 30th, ReMA filed a petition with the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit challenging EPA's new rule designating certain PFAS chemicals as hazardous substances under the Superfund law. Why? Because the rule's interpretation of hazardous substance is unreasonably broad and a major consequence of the hazardous substance designation under the Superfund and its potential exposure to harsh liability scheme. One where recyclers who do not intentionally manufacture or produce materials with PFAS can be held liable for the cleanup costs based on their inadvertent role in handling materials which potentially could contain PFAS. Therefore, if this designation is left unchallenged, it could cripple recyclers' ability to operate, which will significantly disrupt the national recycling system, causing serious economic costs and adverse environmental consequences. So yes, we've been hard at work and working very hard. And yes, our work matters. And speaking of hard work, I would like to congratulate Kristen Hildreth for leading our first ever ReMA fly-in, but more importantly, our most successful Capitol Hill visits ever. This past February, more than 150 recyclers from across the country participated in over 140 meetings with members of Congress and their staff. The preparation and attention to detail shown by our government relations team and the ReMA staff allowed for incredible conversations during the meetings, which is critical in building the trust with lawmakers and solidifying an understanding of our industry. Also, I would be remiss not to acknowledge another ReMA staff member who has been our steady voice on trade. He's the one taking calls at all hours of the night, and sometimes, several times, answering late-night emails, leading packed webinars, testifying before federal agencies, and guiding our members through tough questions about an ever-changing tariffs. Adam Schaefer, thank you. You're a true asset to this association. Adam and Kristen's work is a reminder of what's possible when we show up, speak up, and lead with purpose. And that spirit is exactly what's driven ReMA's transformation. Our new identity has helped us build stronger partnerships, gain credibility, and defend this industry in ways that weren't possible before. And yes, this name has mattered. Our new identity has helped us build stronger partners and gain credibility to defend this industry. Across the country and around the world, people are starting to talk about our industry and the way we talk about it. They're calling our products what they are, raw materials. And when we speak the language, our message gets louder stronger, and more effective. Let's not forget what's at stake. America's manufacturers rely on recycled materials for 40% of their raw material needs. That's not a side story, that's the main supply chain. From the steel in our bridges, to the aluminum in our cars, to the cardboard that carries products to your doorstep, we are essential. And we gather here in San Diego, it's Infrastructure Week nationwide, reminding us again, without recycled materials, there is no modern economy. For those who may be unfamiliar with Infrastructure Week, it's a week dedicated to bringing together American business leaders, workers, elected officials, and the public to highlight the importance of investing in rebuilding our nation's infrastructure systems. In fact, Infrastructure Week 2025 aims to highlight the positive impact of infrastructure investments on domestic and economic growth and innovation. I think, personally, it's a sign our message, our industry, is in the right place at the right time. Without our recycled materials, there is no modern infrastructure, no strong economy, and no sustainable future. But recognition doesn't happen on its own. It takes time, it takes stories, and it takes us, every one of us in this room. We've seen what happens when we shift how we describe ourselves on Capitol Hill and beyond. When we talk like an essential industry, we will be treated like an essential one. This just isn't a communications campaign, it's a movement, and one that each of us has a role to play. We must keep telling our story, but we have to go to our city councilors, our mayors, our state senators, our state reps, and our federal leaders. And we need to get them to our facilities. We have to show them what we do and why it matters, connecting it. Every relationship we build creates understanding. Every conversation we have builds support. And that work continues. Even when the economy gets shaky or politics gets noisy, because no matter what, our job remains the same. And that builds on our success. We buy and sell materials that make the country move. We provide what's needed. We lead with safety. We innovate, we deliver, and we're not slowing down. In fact, we're setting a standard for how industries can lead with safety in public and private partnerships. Just outside the convention center, you'll find our new Safety First Pavilion with partners from the San Diego Fire Department, California Highway Patrol, Virginia Tech, and many more. And let me pause for a moment and ask Wendy Moore, Executive Director of the San Diego Fire Rescue Foundation, to join me on stage. In recognition of the important role that the fire services play in safety and operations of the recycled materials industry, we encourage all ReMA members to get to know and build relationships with their local emergency services. Having these relationships creates important resources and brings clarity when emergency situations arise, whether it be from fires or injury or other emergencies. Working together, we can build understanding and help minimize risk. We appreciate the dedication and commitment and sacrifice that the members of the San Diego and other fire departments across the U.S. and beyond give our coworkers, friends, and family. Wendy, on behalf of the Recycled Materials Association, I would like to present the San Diego Fire Rescue Foundation with this donation, and thank you for being here and representing the men and women that keep this community safe. Thank you again, Wendy. And as I was saying, our safety partner participating at the Safety First Pavilions are here to share tools, ideas, demos, and help this industry get even stronger. Our own Circle of Safety Excellence will be there as well. Please stop by, join. It's free and it's more than worthwhile, and it takes less than 5 minutes. Please go and see it, ask questions, and bring ideas back to your facilities, because that's what this week is all about: collaboration, progress, pride. Now is the time to be bold. Let's take inspiration from our keynote speaker, Jesse Cole, who didn't just tweak baseball, he's reinventing it. He put fans first. He made the game fun again. He disrupted an older model, putting people at the center. Well, at ReMA, we're doing the same thing. We're redefining what it means to recycle. We're showing the world that it's not a back-end business, it's the beginning of a sustainable economy. And we've come a long way. We've laid the foundation, but now it's time to keep building together. Please help me make ReMA 25 a week to remember. Let's share ideas, grow relationships, and push our industry forward, united and unapologetically proud. Thank you for all you do, and I'm proud to stand with you. Let's get to work. Thank you.